During this campaign, my mailers have all been a positive discussion on the issues and my track record. My opponents have all been filled with half-truths and misinformation. Albert Einstein said, "Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters." Let's take a look at Mr. Levint's most recent mailer to see if he can be trusted. Item 1, taxes. Mr. Levint says he will cut unnecessary government waste. He never says where. This is pure campaign rhetoric. He says that I, quote, stood by while the board voted to raise the millage rate, end quote. He could have said, and should have said, that I voted against the millage rate increase this year, and that I made the motion last year not to raise the millage rate. But that would not have served his cause. This is clearly intentional misinformation and mischaracterization of my record. Item 2, quality of life. I worked hard to get the Greenway open and to keep it safe. The $14 million Fowler Park will open in January of 2011. Mr. Levint never mentions those great amenities that happened on my watch. Instead, he says that the Recreation Center for District 3 should be built now. The problem is, Mr. Levint would have to raise your taxes to fund the operation of that recreation center. More intentional misinformation and distortion of the facts. Item 3, government spending. On my watch, we cut over $20 million from the general fund budget. These cuts were necessary because of the financial tsunami that gripped the world, declining sales tax revenues, and millions of dollars lost due to the development crisis. Yet we made it through the rough patch and have a AAA bond rating from Moody's. Reserves are there to be used in hard times. You can reuse the reserves to pay the bills during tough times, or you can raise taxes to get the money. Mr. Levint's claim that I am a big spender is nonsense and more intentional distortion of the facts. Item 4, Lanier Golf Course property. The people of Forsyth County voted to tax themselves by passing the $100 million Park and Rec bond. Mr. Levint knows that the purchase of this property, if it ever happened, would be done with that money, not general fund money. He knows that taxes would not have to be raised 1 penny if this property is bought. More intentional distortion of the facts. Intentional distortion of the facts is the same as being careless with the truth. Mr. Levint cannot, therefore, be trusted with important matters. That includes a commission seat. Item 5. Mr. Levint has no track record to support his claim of being a conservative. I do. I am the former chairman of the Forsyth County Republican Party. Forsyth County is the most conservative county in Georgia. I was elected to the Georgia GOP State Committee by the most conservative congressional district in the state. I am recognized by U.S. Senator Saxby Chambliss as, quote, rock-solid conservative, end quote. I pushed for the Sawyer Report that drilled down into every department looking for best business practices. I pushed for zero-based budgeting, and it was initiated this year. I am the proven conservative. No one really knows how Mr. Levint would vote. On Tuesday, August 10th, choose the proven conservative with the leadership qualities you can trust as your District 3 Commissioner. Vote for me, Jim Harrell, and together we will keep Forsyth County #1. Thank you.